I'm Faith Plotkin, and this is my talk, The Key to Motivating Teachers and Students. On the first day of school, students are loaded with massive amounts of school supplies. They have 80 binders, 1,800 pieces of paper, and 40 pencils. But by March, it's all gone. It's just like your motivation. In the beginning of the day, you drank 20 cups of coffee and you're like, yay, school! And then by the end of the day, you're like, why am I here? So, what really motivates students to engage in their learning? As a student using discussions and visuals, media, and student choice, it makes being motivated as a student easier. When students are in school, they don't want to be bored to tears when listening to a lecture about the Civil War or hear the step-by-step process of dissecting a mouse. Students want to be able to talk about what they're learning or to see and hear what they're learning through visuals. Visuals and learning are a big part of learning in school nowadays. In the article, Kids Speak Out on Student Engagement, a student states, teens find it most interesting when there's a little bit of talking involved. In the beginning of the day, when students have their phones, they use them in class, even if it's not permitted. Students like to use media when teaching to teach learning because it helps them focus more. When using media to teach learning or letting students use technology in class, it makes learning easier and more fun for the students than if they were to work out of a book that was outdated 10 years ago. It's easier for students to learn the topic that the teacher is teaching when they relate it to things that the teachers understand or that it's current, not. An idea for teachers is to have students look up clean, current, appropriate song lyrics and have them dissect the parts of speech embodied in them. This way, it gives them media and learning at the same time. Another idea is to have students look up a word using the dictionary app instead of the 80-pound dictionary. These are simple yet easy ways to relate to students nowadays and get them more eager to participate in their learning. Lastly, student choice. When voting in a midterm or presidential election, no one tells the voters what to do. They have choice. If you give students choice in the classroom, it will help them prepare for real-life situations. Student choice is one of the best and most important strategies when getting students to engage in their learning. A good idea for student choice is to have teachers assign a page of math problems for algebra, geometry, or whatever you're doing, and let them choose 10 problems to complete and review them in class the next day. This gives them the opportunity to have choice. Instead of teachers assigning them workbook pages and Googled prompts and stuff that nobody really cares about, this gives them choice. Student choice is very important to students nowadays instead of the teachers restating the same facts over and over again. According to the article, Kids Speak Out on Student Engagement. By giving students choice, it helps them use their strengths and gives them freedom to make a project or any assignment the way they want to. By using these key processes, students will be more likely to engage in their learning and education. Teachers, students, I gave you these ideas for discussions, visuals, media, and student choice. Now you need to turn them into reality. Thank you.